That was the same Freddy Krueger outfit I wore for like 6 fucking years in a row.
And now you guys wonder why he didn't get laid.
At Halloween. And now we wonder. I wore that fucking mask 6 years in a row.
Probably smelled like it too, I'm guessing. Do you love the movies? Do you miss going to the video store, acid wash jeans, and MTV with music? I know we do. Welcome to Mike and Anthony's Soda Pop Culture Club. Me, Mike, along with my looks like nut-eating co-host, Anthony.
That's good meatball.
Oh, he's eating meatballs. Okay, makes total sense. We bring our take on a classic movie every Monday from the 80s, 90s, and beyond, during which we will play the game. And we will also open up a 6-pack or even more of our favorite scenes. We also point out a few generic scenes as well. And at the end of the show, we'll rate the movie 1 to 24 cans. 1 can is being dumped on your wedding day. Wah, wah, wah.
24 cans is a really good meatball.
24 cans is a really fucking good meatball. Hopefully on addition, not in your hand. So there you go.
I think 24 cans is Christine Taylor letting you get lucky.
Yeah, there you go. But before we get to all that, we want to let you know what we want. And what we want you to do is we want you to request movies, but Anthony has a very specific way he would like you to do that.
We do. Do not pay us in meatballs.
Oh, well, whoa.
Well, hold up. Yeah, I mean,
hey.
If it's a really good meatball, yeah. But otherwise, go to Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. In that review, let us know the movie you want us to do, and we shall probably do it.
Yes.
Or send us meatballs. I don't know. Can you?
Yes. Much like our last episode.
Kind of shit. Mail it. That's fine.
Much like our last episode. That is exactly what it was. And it was great. And they were happy. So you can be happy too. Happiness is just a review away, right? That's all it is. Happiness is ready. Am I right about this? Am I right? What's wrong?
There's a Happy Gilmore in all of us.
And this is a trailer. Here we go.
Before the internet, before cell phones, before rollerblades, there was a time.
Everybody on the dance floor. Very nice, Grandma Molly.
When Robbie Hart was the most popular wedding singer around.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Hey, somebody get some pants on that kid.
Until he got stood up at his own wedding.
I woke up this morning and I realized I'm about to marry a wedding singer.
Once again, things that could have been brought to my attention yesterday.
New Line Cinema presents.
Is it true that you're in the middle of a nervous breakdown?
Whoopity-doo!
Adam Sandler.
Hey, psycho, get out of my Van Halen t-shirt before you jinx the band and they break up.
And Drew Barrymore.
You're the wedding singer.
How you doing? I'm Robbie.
I'm Julia.
In a story about finding love where you least expect it.
Uh-oh. What? You like her?
No, I don't.
This is my fiance, Glenn.
I don't even know your last name. It's Gulia. Julia's last name is gonna be Gulia. Julia Gulia. That's funny. Why is that funny? I don't know. I just...
Now, the girl of his dreams is about to marry Mr. Wrong.
That's grade A, top choice meat.
Good morning.
You can make breakfast from bed?
Unless he can pull off the performance of a lifetime.
She and Glenn just jumped a plane to Vegas. Go get her.
All right.
You're thinking of leaving Glenn for the wedding singer?
He's more than a lover.
What do you think of the jacket? I don't know, man. I would lose that glove. You're looking nuts.
He's more than a legend.
You are the worst wedding singer in the world, buddy.
Well, I have a microphone, and you don't.
So you will listen to every damn word I have to say!
The Wedding Singer.
I said hip hop, a hip to the hip to the hip hip hop. You don't stop the rock to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie them beat.
Oh, there we go. That's it. The Wedding Singer. Let's break this down by the numbers. Directed by Frank Coracci. Coracci.
It's a sound since it's just one C. If it were two C's, I believe it's a ch sound. Karasi.
Okay, I'm good with that. And starring Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore, Christine Taylor, Alexis Arquette, Matthew Glave, or Gulia.
Gulia.
Either one. And a crap ton of other Adam Sandler movie favorites. The Wedding Singer was released on February 13th, 1998, taking $123.3 million at the box office against an $18 million budget. Score 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb and 72% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That is do you think that's a surprising number of how much money it made?
No.
I kind of think it is.
I really don't.
This has to be like one of the bigger Adam Sandler movies.
It is. That's why I'm not surprised. Or you think it should be higher?
I'm thinking that there are other movies that people find more endearing than this one, but this one made a lot more money. You know what I mean? Like most people would say, "Oh, I love Happy Gilmore way more." Or
yeah, but you got to understand, those were before this.
Yeah, well, Mr. Deeds.
This was peak Adam Sandler.
Yes.
So this is when everything hit. They've seen the other stuff, and they're like, "It's an Adam Sandler movie. I want to go fucking see it."
Oh, season tickets to Adam Sandler.
That's what it really is. That's what I feel like. This is when this is his pinnacle to me, kind of, as far as his draw.
I would say
this shit because Adam Sandler, love it and done.
I would agree with you there. I did not rate Billy Madison very highly. I'd have to say that. We haven't done Happy Gilmore yet, so
yeah.
I would agree with you. I'd say this one's a little different than those. I think those he created SNL characters and played a character, and I think this is where he actually did a role. Like it's a little different. Like he's not a caricature, you know. He's
right.
not a cartoonish person. He does still have some of his cartoony ways, but the character itself is not a cartoon. It's not a guy who hits a ball a really long way or is a real stupid person.
I've got stuff to say about that later, but I'm going to hold off.
Okay. Because you know what time it is, don't you?
I do.
And do you know what time it is? Everybody should know what time it is.
Time to play the game.
Time to play the game, and you all know what the game is. That's where I'm going to read Sir Anthony here. Sir, I knighted you. I'm going to read him 3 movie reviews. 2 of them are real. 1 of them is fake. And all he has to do
is guess the 2 fake ones.
Guess the fake one. And he's really good, though. I will say this. He's best at pointing out the real ones. So I'll give him props there.
Or the 2 real ones. Yeah, I bet like 1,000 at that.
Are you ready for this?
I feel like, you know what? I'm starting to wonder, do you put 2 fake ones in there just to fuck me up?
I wish, I've thought about it to put all fake and then to see what would happen if you'd just melt down.
I wouldn't melt down. I just say I don't fucking care. There you go. Whatever.
All right. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Here we go. John Beckwith, Washington Post. More uninspired dribble from Adam Sandler. Cynthia Fuchs, Philadelphia City Paper. Adam Sandler's basic shtick is his lack of talent. Brian Webster, Apollo Guide. If you like a pleasant and predictable romantic comedy, then this is the one for you.
Give me the second one again.
Cynthia Fuchs, Philadelphia City Paper. Adam Sandler's basic shtick is his lack of talent.
Give me the third one again.
Brian Webster, Apollo Guide. If you like a pleasant and predictable romantic comedy, then this is the one for you.
Give me the first one again.
John Beckwith, Washington Post. More uninspired dribble from Adam Sandler.
I don't even want to guess.
But you have to.
I don't want to.
Why? They all sound right or wrong? Or
they all sound stupid.
Well, I do call these the Anthonys of reviews. So there you go. Pick one.
All right, I'm going to go flip a coin here. Heads. I don't even have a coin.
I'm going to flip this coin that is not in my hand. Man.
I'm going to say...
yeah?
I really don't even care. I'm not even thinking. 2.
Okay.
2. Second one.
Number 2? Okay, and if I said you were
I was
wrong,
wrong.
what would your second guess be?
One of the other ones, 3.
And if I said you were wrong
And
again,
I would pick 1.
Oh, I told you guys, he's so good at picking the real ones.
I really am good at fucking myself over.
John Beckwith is also in a wedding movie. It's Owen Wilson's character in Wedding Crashers. It's his name, John Beckwith. So there you go.
But do they give his last name in that movie?
Once again, I don't know. I just pick a character and go. That's it. And I made it from Washington Post. They were from Washington.
All right, let me just tell you. This is why I've said many times, you're a douchebag for this.
Uh-huh.
You don't just give a whole name when people see the movie and they never get that character's last name, because that's just fucking stupid.
What's Robbie's last name?
It's fucking stupid. Huh?
What's
Robbie
Robbie's
who?
last name? Robbie in this movie that we're doing now, Wedding Singer, what's his last name?
Robbie Singer.
No. His name is Robbie Hart, and
Robbie
they say it
Singer.
many times
Yeah,
in the
I know.
movie.
I know.
You asshole.
I do, because you're right. That was on the preview there that we played. But
Robbie Hart.
Singer. By the way, that's funny. Singer.
What is?
Don't ever say singer.
Singer.
I said that to my wife today.
Singer?
No. She was asking what movie we were doing tonight. And I'm eating at the time.
Yes.
Shoving chicken and rice down my throat.
Do you have Chinese or something?
And no. Dude, no. I eat healthy now, bitch.
Okay.
But I was like, Wedding Singer. And it came out like that. She's like, don't ever say singer to me. I don't know. She's like, don't ever say it like that. It just drove her nuts.
I'm sorry, man.
Sorry.
Wedding
I was like eating, I'm like, singer. But now I'm always going to say it like that. Singer.
Singer.
Yeah.
Sewing machines.
That, yeah.
I'm going to say it like a sewing machine.
Oh, yeah. That Vince Neil,
Singer.
he's a good singer.
Singer. Now you got me saying it. Oh, no. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Pop, you can't stop.
Wedding Crashers, man. Are you pumped about this one? Do you like this movie?
I'm pumped about Wedding Crashers, but
not
we're
Wedding
going
Crashers,
to
Wedding Singer.
Singers, so
Wedding Singer. We are doing Wedding Crashers too. In
I
about
am pumped
a month
about
and a half.
just the tit, but whatever.
You like just the, wow?
movie.
You want just the what?
Just the tip.
There you go.
You play that game?
I will say no. Wedding Singer. I just want to say, I think this movie more than other movies that are made to feel 80s. I think this one nailed it in so many ways.
Yeah.
I feel it has a great opening credits.
Well,
The whole "You Spend Me" and the 80s wedding, like the whole thing just felt 80s to start with. In my
it does. But let me just say this: it's really funny that we're doing this right now.
Yes.
Just because I saw yesterday, on Facebook this post somebody left.
Yeah.
What people thought the 80s were like as a kid.
Yeah.
And it was this like tricked out bedroom, neon and like the wallpaper and everything, and Michael Jackson poster and everything. And then below it, what the 80s was really like as a kid. And it was just like wood paneling.
Oh, yeah.
Room with a picture of your grandpa on the fucking wall. It's like, yeah. But no, you're right. This really did. This did highlight that it highlighted the best parts of the 80s that you want, all the stuff you wanted to have and what you wanted to be, basically.
Oh, okay. So you're saying what we didn't get was Grandma and Grandma's house, which looked like it was from the 40s or 50s, and wood paneling and stuff like that. Like, you're right. We didn't see a ton of that. But I don't think it lived in that space, so I don't blame it for that.
We wanted neon. We wanted a $500 CD player, and we wanted to make a bunch of money in Wall Street when nobody had any idea what they were doing. That's what we wanted.
Oh, they had an idea. They were.
Well, they did, yes, but it was illegal.
Yeah, I was gonna say they had ideas. They just not many of them were legal. But yeah, this movie, the whole opening sequence, I was just a fan of that with the with the wedding and him singing all the songs to start with. It just was great. I'm going to give my 6-pack here early on this one, and it's Steve Buscemi at that wedding. Because I love the best man speech. I think that the whole thing about the hookers, or maybe, who knows? We don't know.
Good stuff, yeah.
Didn't remember paying him, but I like that. And then later on, when he helps the kid puke outside, you get Steve Buscemi again, acting like an ass, but he's funny. He's so good in those little roles.
Adam Sandler being the nice guy too.
That I think that is hammered in this movie a lot. He is the nice guy.
Well, Adam Sandler is the nice guy in every movie.
Little Nicky, was he a nice guy?
Other than that, a little different.
But you don't mess with the Zohan. How nice was he in that?
Overall, in these types of movies, he is the nice guy.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty. I get he ends up being the nice guy. I would say Billy Madison, he wasn't a nice guy. He ended up being a nice guy. Like
he wasn't a nice guy because he was a stupid, uneducated 20-year-old that got educated in a couple of weeks.
But I will say this movie. Okay, I'll say this: there are his romantic comedies. Yeah, he is that for the most part. Like when you look at it, when we look at 50 First Dates, like he had with Drew Barrymore in that one. You look at this movie,
who he is.
Yeah. Click. What's the one where he takes the chick, wants to have the chick and fakes the kids with Jennifer Aniston. That one, he was the nice guy. But he kind of wasn't. The one with Jennifer Aniston is his like assistant. He's a dentist, and he goes to that Hawaii thing with the kids.
The one that the sequel just came out.
Oh, that's the.
What are you talking about?
Gosh damn it! Now you're gonna make me look it up.
When you said Jennifer Aniston is his assistant and he's a dentist, I'm thinking Horrible Bosses.
No, that is not it. No, it's I can't think. Just go with it.
Oh yeah. Okay, shit, I forgot about that.
Just go with it. He's that type of guy there. Except for he is kind of like he does try to trick her.
Yeah.
But there's that. I wouldn't say what is the one with all the friends. That one was kind of the second sequel. Kind of sucked to that one, but it was okay. Grown-ups, yeah, it was okay.
Grown-ups. The first one, I did like the second. The first one was good.
Second one was just eh.
It was but I mean, anyway, isn't that like kind of a lot of some of his movies now?
Yeah, the ones I really like.
I mean, go ahead.
Are this one? I like Just Go With It. I like Blended. I know you may not be into that one, but I really like that one. I like that. Although, I'll get to it later, but I think it has something to do with him working with Drew Barrymore in that particular.
I think the thing with it's like with what you're getting already, right? He had his heyday.
Yeah.
Even after his heyday, he's done some really good stuff, I think, overall. And he makes money. It's good. I feel like, to me, Adam Sandler at this point, as far as his movies, you go into it, you're like, I know what to expect overall. I think I'm going to be entertained. I'm going to get some laughs. And then you're happy if you get more than that.
That's right. You know what you're going to get. And if you get more than that, you're like, that was good.
He hit his, which God bless him, because the guy's a fucking billionaire, probably, almost. I don't even know. I know he's made bank, especially with his Netflix deal. But it's like, this is good. This is good. Back in the day, it was great. Now it's like, thank you. You're still giving me stuff that I enjoy. Hubie Halloween, that was good. Got to watch that with my kids. Like, that's all good,
It's all good. Yeah, I agree. Now let's get back to what he's here, though.
Oh, yeah, let's get back to this.
And this movie is great. What I like about this movie that we get early is that all these people in this world have these jobs and it makes sense. Like, there's no weird, like, out of the way jobs. Like, there's like catering waitress, there's chauffeur, the wedding singer, all all these people. They would interact. This is probably how they would meet and talk.
Oh yeah.
So when you watch this movie, it keeps some sort of realism there.
Because this is before we had TikTok and shit, and people were like, "Hey, I gotta go get my followers on."
I gotta get. Well, maybe we should be doing that a little more.
I'm losing likes right now by catering with you.
Yeah, that's funny because instead of working these jobs, they would probably be influencers and social media coordinators for the wedding. Think about that. Think of how the wedding industry has changed. Robbie Hart wouldn't be there. It would be a DJ, and there would be a social media coordinator and a this and a that. And
it depends. Some people still like to have a wedding singer, I think, don't they?
Maybe, but I don't. That's something I haven't seen in any weddings I've gone to.
Which is funny because, like, I have, funny enough, this weekend, I have a bachelor party because I'm the best man.
Well, he's
which is
the
really
best man, but he's not a best man. Trust me, he's a best man, but not the best man. You're a best man, but you're not the best man.
It's a label. That's it. But what's funny is, like, we did not plan doing this movie around that time at all. It's just fucking weird.
Yeah, this just happened. Yeah.
But I'm like, man, so the plan is we're going to go to dinner and go to the casino nearby.
Yeah.
We'll do that. But I'm just like, this, like, so getting married is so much fucking bullshit. Good God, dude. Like, let me tell you.
I've been married a long time. I don't know about you.
No, but here's the thing. Let me tell you. I've been married a long time too. Anybody listening to this, if you are not married, have you never been married? Let me just tell you. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart.
From his soul.
Fucking elope and have a party afterwards.
Save the money.
Because seriously, it's not even like I'm happy for them, and I'm like, this is great. But I'm like, dude, the fucking money you are goddamn wasting. The wedding industry is fucking insane. Like,
what's the?
And I don't even want. I just want to say, I don't even want to say like. Don't worry about if you're gonna get divorced or anything. Just in general, in the fucking first place, don't fucking do it because this is bullshit. It's so fucking much money. It's ridiculous and it's fucking stupid because it's for fucking one day. Are you kidding me? Think of how many times you can go see your favorite fucking band in a concert, get fucking meet and greets and shit, or anything else you actually fucking want to do in life.
I got you some here. In 2022, what do you think the average cost of a wedding it was in the state of Ohio?
$35,000.
You actually overshot the mark. It was $26,000. But that's a lot. That's a lot of money just to say I do. Okay, so
it's so fucking stupid. Jesus H Christ! What the fuck, man?
Here's what I think.
One day, and I'm sorry, I understand people like have a party afterwards. Done. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
So back to this. I wanna get back to Adam Sandler. We're talking about his sweetness, right? You were talking about how he's a sweet character in this. And at the beginning, I think that's what the whole movie's about, is seeing how good this person is and how in love he is. And in how he was helping the old lady sing the song. And like you said earlier, how she paid him in meatballs. And I was going to ask you, but you already beat me to it. Do you wish our listeners paid us in meatballs? But I guess you did.
No, I don't. It's weird.
But here's funny. What you just went on your little tirade, right? You kind of went up all in your feelings, which that's okay. Because, Robbie, he felt shitty, I'm guessing, when his bride didn't show. But I have a note here. But that also means he dodged a forever bullet, right? With a person who wasn't into him. Like, he dodged a bullet, really. He's upset, but in the long run, didn't get with this person who really didn't want you anyways.
Who I gotta say, that's my generic in this movie.
Yeah.
Her.
Well, you don't believe it makes sense?
She is so 80s trash to me in this movie. It's so
yeah, she is kind of like...
That's my generic. I'm like, she is so trash 80s. I can't even deal with that. No. Just done.
Yeah, I mean, she is. I would say both of the main characters. My head was scratched. I was head scratching moment when you look at both of them with what we would call the most atrocious kinds of people of the 80s. Yeah. One's with her and the hair and all that, and then one's with him, the yuppie Don Johnson wannabe.
Oh god, it's bad.
So when you look at those two characters and how they are, you're like, how did they end up with those people? Well, there you go. Things happen. But, talking about Julia, I actually think I would love to have told my wife when I said we're getting married, I would love to have said, hey, I've set the date. Here's our tickets to Vegas. Would you have loved, like you said, that's the way to do it, man. I know that's shitty and not romantic. It's shitty and not romantic, but I guess I'm 28 years into this, so I guess I have
practical and it makes so much sense. And it's like, I still, to this day, I don't understand. Like, when I was younger, I thought about how cool it'd be to have a big wedding and everything. But when you really fucking think about it, and anybody that's been through it, I'm sorry, it's so much bullshit, so much stress, so much money.
Especially for the bride.
And when we got in this world today, half the time you're going to get divorced anyways. Are you fucking kidding me? Why?
To have the moment. I guess, what's funny is I think in today's culture, it's even more pressure. Because when you think of FOMO and you think of social media and showing things off, there are people who might want to have the big wedding just for that reason and don't care.
If you're going to make money selling it on TikTok, that's fine. But otherwise, like, fucking why?
Yeah, I'm not going to start a hashtag for my wedding or a new Instagram account.
I think the wedding industry should be abolished.
I mean,
it should be just like the dance fucking rule.
What's that?
Against Beaumont should be abolished.
Okay.
I'm done. I am Red McCormick on this shit. I think the laws against weddings should be abolished.
Okay.
Done. Fucking done.
You want a footloose wedding.
What did David do? David danced before the Lord. With all leaping and dancing.
I've got a 6-pack here, man.
All right.
Robbie feels shitty, and he gets back on that horse because his friend tells him to. And when he gets back to another wedding, because I feel all the weddings really are 6-packs in this, or any scene where he's performing. Love Stinks. That whole scene, man.
Yeah.
Is that one of yours?
No, I'm just singing.
Oh, wow. You don't have any good 6-packs then. I'm telling you.
Oh, I do. I'll give you my first one, obviously. Yeah. Freddy Krueger.
Oh, hey, Freddy Krueger, get away. Yeah. No, it's a throwaway, though. It's not even really much of a scene.
No, it's not, because that was the same Freddy Krueger outfit I wore for like 6 fucking years in a row.
And now you guys wonder why he didn't get laid.
At Halloween. And now we wonder. I wore that fucking mask 6 years in a row.
Probably smelled like it, too, I'm guessing.
No, it was one night. It's not like I wore it and slept in it. It was one night at Halloween. A couple other nights just for fun. It's all good.
I've got a question for you. There's a lot of great scenes in this moment, like when I love the Love Stinks, all that stuff. But when they go to the engagement party, and there's a few things I like about that. One is the friend, Robbie's friend, I forget his name, the chauffeur. But he has on the jacket and the Michael Jackson glove. Did you ever want that glove when you were a kid?
Hold on. I can't remember his name, but that's Grandma's boy.
Yeah, that's when I see him, that's on my brain. Yeah. Grandma's boy is on my brain. I unfortunately, that is in my brain.
So the funny thing is, like, after watching Grandma's boy, Because I
Yes.
never realized that. And then I watched The Wedding Singer again. I'm like, holy shit. Because it's like a totally different person. That's the guy from Grandma's Boy.
He's a good I mean, he actually is good. He's great.
He's in so much shit too with them. But he's great in Grandma's Boy.
Let's see. Sammy. Alan Covert.
Yeah.
That's his name's Sammy. He's in so many things. And with Adam Sandler, and he's just so good. I mean, he's Grandma's Boy. That's a movie that we'll do eventually.
But he said he's going to give it to her.
That's what I was going to tell you. Do you think Robbie kind of broke the code when he told Julia that he said he was going to get, like he was kind of being a dick to his friend?
No, I don't.
I would expect you not to do that to me.
I would do that to you. Here's the thing.
You're a dick.
Well, you're a bigger dick.
No. Well, yeah, we know that. But
you don't like somebody that's getting married. Here's the thing. He broke the code.
How?
Because there shouldn't be any code there. You don't fucking say you're going to give it to somebody that's getting married.
That doesn't matter. Robbie wasn't friends with her at that time. And it's like just two dudes talking about chick.
No, it does matter. You don't fucking sit there and say you're going to give it to her if you know she's engaged and getting married.
We don't know that he knew that at that time.
He did.
We only knew it after they got the wedding invitation.
Hold on.
The engagement invitation.
I do apologize. We didn't at that time. I don't think he knew. So.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why Robbie shouldn't have done anything, because he didn't know at the time. Although he did hit on her right there. We should make time. We never talk.
Yeah, that does change it a little bit, but you still don't.
Robbie was kind of a dick there. Kind of a dick.
Kind of.
He did that to push him off so that he'd have an in there. He was trying to angle him for that piece just as much as he was in his own Robbie way. That's what I think.
I mean, it all worked out for him.
Robbie.
He made his own video game.
For Robbie, it did work out, didn't it?
He made his own video game. It's all good.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. I don't think that's the same universe, though. I really don't. I don't think that's the same world happening there. That's too many years. That's too big of a jump.
Well, I don't know. So instead of getting with Drew Barrymore, he got with the girl from Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
At the end. So
yeah.
That's
sorry.
I mean, who would you rather be with?
What do you mean? Who? Drew
Barrymore or the girl from Grandma's Boy? I can't remember her name right now. Sorry.
Ooh, yeah. Well, depends. Honestly, probably whoever was more down to earth. Drew Barrymore seems that way, but they're both celebrities. So
I'm just saying in general, don't get into it that way.
Drew Barrymore. There you go.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
That one's tough for me because I gotta tell you, Drew Barrymore and Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
But and I can't remember her name off the top of my head, and I'm sorry, I feel like a dick right now. But the other girl, some of the stuff she's been in.
Yeah.
Like Grandma's Boy, for example. I don't know who I would pick.
Linda Cardellini.
Yes, thank you. God, it's driving me nuts.
I mean, she's cute.
I don't know. They're both so, but wouldn't you say that about Drew Barrymore too, though?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not even saying this in a bad way. It's like they're both hot, I will say, but hot in a cute way.
I'll give you that. Hot in a cute way.
That's the best way to say it.
That is a good way.
Because I'm like, I mean, Drew Barrymore, it's like, do I want
I don't know. It depends on what you're into.
It's like, do I want Tom Green's sloppy seconds? I don't know. That's weird.
Oh man, that's awful. Now, hey, let's get back to this movie.
All right. We've gone into our shit. I get it.
You've gone into your hole. I don't know what that hole is you can't get out of.
All right.
But you're in it. But I want to go back to. I've got a lot of 6-packs in this movie, so I'm just going to shotgun.
I don't have a lot, but I'll give you mine after you do.
12 packs. My next one is the Bar Mitzvah.
Do you understand the point of 6-pack?
Yes, I do. And And the thing is no matter how hard I work out, I'm not getting one.
You don't work out.
I try. I do this right here all day long.
Oh my God.
6-pack bar mitzvah. I really love that.
All right.
I like the energy there. I like the non-losery thing. I do like that. It's kind of weird, the whole ass grabbing though. What was your thoughts? What's your feelings on the ass grabbing?
It is what it is. Here's the thing.
Sanctioned a sexual
Not
assault.
that bad.
It's not that bad, but
It's a fucking 13-year-old kid.
yeah, grabbing an adult lady's ass.
I mean, we've had way worse in movies that now we're apologizing for years later.
Yeah.
Super bad. All this shit.
What are we apologizing for in Superbad?
Oh, they are. It's going on. Look, I feel like, and I don't disagree with it. I get it to an extent. I think any movie made more than 5 years ago
It's going to have shit to apologize.
It's under scrutiny.
Well, because people's thoughts and attitudes and feelings about things were different. Right. And it changes, and you can't blame people for some of those things.
I don't, and I get both sides. I'm like, I understand why you'd be offended, but at the same time, I'm like, shit's funny, and it's funny, and what the fuck do you, like, I'm not going to apologize for fucking laughing at something.
Yeah.
And you know.
You need to go to therapy because you laughed at that.
I'm just like, fuck, dude, I get it, and we can definitely change things. Absolutely, but fuck, it was fucking funny. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna apologize for fucking laughing. That's it.
All right. Did you say you had another 6-pack?
I'll give you my 6-packs right now. My other two.
Okay, go ahead.
The $500 CD player.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
That's great.
When there's only like probably 10 CDs in the world.
It's in a box and there's no fucking speakers with it. It cost $500. That was
back then they had probably speakers.
But that was like right there. That's encapsulates the 80s right there with shit like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay out the ass for anything technology wise that comes out. It's like, oh my God.
I agree.
Can you imagine what he would have paid for a fucking iPod?
Oh, shit. What we all paid for them.
An iPod Shuffle.
We all paid the same price.
How about that?
Ooh, could you imagine?
I'm just gonna, if you want my other 6-pack right now.
I mean, you don't have to go. I have others. Right. Is it much later in the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll go with this, my next 6-pack. Because there's a lot of moments that I just think are so good that I have to highlight them as being great. And it's the Jimmy Moore audition and Robbie's song. That whole section where we get John Lovitz. I thought that was great. The only knock I ever had on that scene was, we get John Lovitz goes out there and sings and knocks it out of the park and then kind of a dick. And then Robbie gets up there and does his Cure-inspired Rage song.
Yeah.
And we see John Lovitz say he's losing his mind and like sinks into the background. I always thought we should have had one more scene with them. And maybe there was and it got cut. But I thought we should have got something else with those two.
You know what's
it left a dangling metaphor, I guess.
What's really funny about that? Because you don't watch Friends.
No, because I watch good TV. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. You're so fucking stupid. John Lovitz was in 2 different episodes of Friends as different characters, and he was great. Just saying.
That's your story?
That's it.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself because you don't watch Friends, you asshole.
And my next 6-pack.
Time out. Let's just, right now, audience poll. Write us in, leave a comment, send us a message. Who's the bigger fucking idiot? The guy, me, that likes Friends, or the asshole that's never even watched it? How about that? Okay. Cash me outside.
Anyways, on this movie, my next 6-pack, because I have so many, I'm going to have a whole full 6-pack probably, is the montage. I love the 80s montage. I love an 80s montage and the 90s movies movie about the 80s where, they're doing all the things, trying on the things, eating the cake, trying on dresses. And at the end, the chauffeuring thing. I love that. And I use a line out of that a lot. They were cones. I do. Anytime someone gets like a ice cream cone or something, and I'll say they were cones. I just can't help it.
Hey, another thing, real quick, everybody listening, leave us a comment. Also, in that comment, let us know what is a 6-pack. Tell this asshole, hey, you can have half the 6-pack. Tell us about your other favorite shit, but narrow it down and give us a fucking 6-pack. 3 for him, 3 for me. No, you're not. You always have 13 out of 6.
I've only got 2 more. I've only got 2.
God damn it, all the fucking hell. You don't understand the concept, do you? You're ruining the show because you don't know what a fucking 6-pack is.
Okay.
You asshole.
I do understand what it is. But, okay.
But you ignore it.
But let's get back to the movie.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, like I said, the beginning part is sweet. The middle part is Robbie going through his shit and falling in love. And one of my favorite scenes in this part is the contrived scene, a contrived kissing scene. When What's-Her-Name wants to see what a church kiss is. It's totally unrealistic to me. Like, I don't think this would ever really happen. And I think, personally, what I wanted was, I did want Julia to make out with her sister. I think I wanted to see that. Did you want to see that?
I don't know what church tongue is.
Well, maybe next time I see you.
Tongue?
I can show you next time I see you, buddy.
Oh, God damn. I will tell you right now.
Yeah?
I don't. This is totally random and off the fucking charts here, but church tongue made me think of this. So, when I was a kid, I had to go to CCD. You know what that is?
Christian something? I don't know.
Yeah, it's Christian school for Christian kids, basically. Every Wednesday. Okay.
I don't do that.
I will never make my kids do that either. So, swear to God, I remember, we were getting communion. You get the little wafers,
I know what communion is.
So,
That's
kept
the
it in my
body of
mouth.
Christ, sir. That is the body.
Right. I took
Transubmutation. Transubmutation.
Oh God.
Go ahead.
And I swear to God, this happened. So I get back to the pew. I took it out of my mouth. I hadn't chewed it up yet. I just wanted to look at it as a curious kid.
As you would.
And then the girl behind me, I look back, she's like stuck her tongue out. She still had it on her tongue. It's like, whoa. And then a nun in the fucking row, like standing there behind, like, they freaked the fuck out. He took the body of Christ out of his mouth. Swear to
Really?
God, she fucking yelled this. I swear to God. Or whatever. She fucking yelled this. I don't even know if I should say. I swear to God. But no, true story. And I am like we weren't even done with CCD class yet. So we go back up and our CCD teacher, why would you do that? And I'm like, I'm thinking at the time these nuns are going to come up and beat the living shit out of me because I didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
Because they can.
Because they can.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell you. And nothing happened after that. Thank God.
That's funny though.
Oh my God.
Never had to do
I
that.
swear to God, I remember that so vividly.
That's hilarious. I'm just going to throw it out
I'm just
there.
like, shit. So anyway, back to
kissing.
Back to God and communion. Holy
Okay.
shit.
But after that, what I like about this is we have the double date.
Yeah.
I want to know what your thoughts were on Robbie and Glenn's bonding. I thought they were like oil and water.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think Robbie should have gone into all the bullshit about the ass and, because there is a guy code. Like, He seems to be going. Robbie seems to skirt the guy code with a lot of conversations, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a good person.
But
he's, like, here's a, like, you just like, he's not. That's not his. Let's go, Austin Powers. That's not his bag, baby. That's really it. Like, what do you want him to do?
I don't know. I just mind his own business.
Like, I think Robbie needs to be more of a dude.
Yeah, he needs to man up a little bit. And that's what I think later on that evening when he doesn't hit the sister. I think he should have hit that. That's what I think. I think he should have hit that. He should have manned up. He should get a little bit more backbone.
Which one? Christine Taylor?
Yeah. Hit the sister, Because she said if you come up, you're gonna get laid. I mean, like,
lucky.
What more do you want?
Yeah.
What more do you want?
I mean, here's
would that have kept him from Julia though, if she knew?
Here's a problem. It's good meatball.
Yeah.
That's good meatball.
That's not a problem.
Biggest problem I have with that whole scenario is I can't make an argument against having relations with Christine Taylor.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I don't fucking know.
My only argument for that is that if he's playing the long game,
just like, will you wear the lifeguard outfit from Hey Dude? Then done.
Oh my gosh. I think if he's playing the long game, he doesn't do it because he thinks I'll ruin his chances with Julia. Other than that, if he didn't think he had a chance with Julia, he should have done it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying he should have done that. But I think personally...
that's not even... No, not at all.
Although...
Yeah, regardless of Julia, he's still got his issues with getting fucking dumped by his fiance.
Yeah.
So that has nothing to do with that anyways. I don't even think he would because of all that shit. He is not the I'm gonna fuck the next thing that comes along kind of person.
Okay, yeah, true.
So
but I think personally, other than she would have slept with him, I think her sister might secretly be an evil genius matchmaker.
Yeah.
Because she did the kiss thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she tells Robbie this thing, which, then Julia makes Julia want to, like everything she does makes them pushes them to a situation where they're going to have to be together. It seems like she knew all along that's the way it was going to go.
Yeah.
Like when she told Julia, hey, I told him that you loved him and you wanted security. Like, but that's not what I wanted. So she has to go see her to set that straight. Right.
Right.
Like, and she knew what she was doing. Like, I felt the whole thing. She knew what she was doing. That's just my opinion. I don't know.
She knew that they were living in a material world and he was a material girl.
And an asshole. You asshole. I am an asshole.
That's it.
You know what I want, Anthony? You know what I want?
My dick.
All I want is someone to hold me and say everything is going to be all right.
Same as my dick.
Will you hold me?
No.
And say everything's going to be...
No.
Oh, man.
Like, look, unless you want me to learn a new language to say it in, how many times do I have to tell you the same answer to the same question?
Don't say it. I know where you're at.
All right. Good.
But one thing this movie does, it does do the same trope a lot of others movies does, and it happens in these kinds of movies where the two characters have mistaken conceptions of the other person. Like he sees her talking through a window,
Right.
He's kind of an asshole to her, but she doesn't really know his true feelings. They just won't talk. But the thing is, they just never talk to each other and clear the air. And I know that's what makes the movies good, but still, it kind of can be frustrating.
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't have that, there's so many movies you're like, really just they're you idiot, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is that like a microcosm of people in general? Because we don't fucking say stuff.
I think so. I think sometimes I think people are afraid to confront their
I
feelings,
expect
honestly.
you to know what I'm thinking. Oh, that's women.
I think it's
That's women. I'm sorry.
easier. It's easier for people to try and assume the other person's going to think the way they do than to actually understand them. Probably.
It's one of my pet peeves in a lot of movies where it's like you shouldn't even have to say that. Like that conversation should not have to take place because
No.
you should fucking know. But whatever.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yep.
Now I feel that this is the end of the sweet movie phase, right? Like this is where shit hits the fan a little, and the next thing to hit the fan is Linda coming back to him.
Linda, listen, honey, listen, Linda.
She did. You know what though? I want to say this. He does pass out on the lawn, and it does seem as though she did drag his ass into the house. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Hey,
like as shitty as she is, she did probably drag his ass in the house.
She's still my generic.
She's your generic? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You already said that.
80s trash.
80s, but she did drag her into the house. She did. But he at least kicks her to the curb. Robbie in this movie, if anybody grows the most in this movie, it is Robbie, right? Like when it comes to growth, and his friend grows a little, because he admits that he's not happy, being single, and so his friend, grandma's boy.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. What I don't get is Julia comes over because finally she is going to talk to him, tell him her feelings, and Linda answers the door. And so, like I said, this is that thing we get, the mistaken bullshit. Why is it that right after that happens, her response is to do a quick and dirty wedding? Like, get on the next fucking plane to Vegas and get married. Like you just found out you love this person and you don't love the one you're with, but because you're a little pissed off that an ex answered the door, you're just, I'm getting married to the other guy. That's it. We're fucking gone.
Like, back to my point. Why do a wedding at all? Save the fucking money. Don't even waste the fucking money on the airfare to Vegas. Jesus Christ, people. Do you understand? Don't fucking do it.
Unless you want the vacation. If you want the vacation and the wedding, okay.
Yeah, but is a wedding really a vacation?
Well, I mean, like if you already plan on going to Vegas, you happen to get married.
Wedding and vacation, isn't that one of the most fucking stressed out times you could have?
I agree.
Nonstop, 24 hours a day.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Is that relaxing?
I don't think it is at all. No.
Okay, there you go.
Now, I want to get to the last thing in this movie, and that's the plane scene. It's a grand gesture.
Six pack.
Okay, I'm going to let you go six pack first. Go ahead.
Billy fucking Idol.
Okay. I'm down with that. I'm down with Billy Idol being a six pack because he is in the movie. It was surprising when we watched it. It was good.
Because they didn't have a white wedding.
White wedding, yeah. But I'm going to say that it's common in these movies to have these grand gestures, but I'm going to give a generic here, actually. And it's not Billy Idol. I like Billy Idol. But I think the whole plane scene is kind of a goofy, cutesy thing.
Yeah.
There's some parts that are okay, but it gets a little cutesy. And the whole song, it's kind of more of a childish Adam Sandler song.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm just, I love everything about this movie up until that point. And it's another thing I got to point out here in a bit, but I love a lot about it. It just was, I don't love a lot about it. It didn't, I don't know why. And then all of a sudden, Billy Idol's like, "Oh, I love your song. I'm going to tell those record guys," just a little too contrived.
a little lame there. I get it.
That's what I'm saying. It's lame.
Yeah,
I guess lame
I get
is the
it.
best way. But it is lame. That scene. That's lame to me. That's a little lame. I mean, I like it that we get the thing, and I get what they're going for because if you look throughout the movie, it seems that they really mirrored what might happen in a situational comedy in the 80s with the way it physically is done. How Glenn ends up in the bathroom, and they like it seems like they really tried to do more physical things around it. So I get that, but it just maybe being from the 80s, I thought it was not quite to the level of what I liked then.
Yeah, I get it.
That's just where I was at. I've got more six packs and generics. Do you have anything else?
I gave what I gave according to the rules we had set out at one
I'm
point.
a rule breaker, bitches.
Do not follow.
So in the 12 pack,
Dumb son of a bitch.
And I think he's going to agree with this one, and that's the music in this movie.
Yeah,
it is great from front to back. And my other favorite thing is everyone who sings in this movie actually sings. There is no lip syncing. Everyone who does their singing part is the one who
sings.
Yeah. Even the little old lady sang her songs. That's my point. Like there is no lip sync trash in this. Like I'm sorry, Lisa. Girls lip sync trash.
I gotta tell you, I'm surprised but appreciative that you didn't name that as a six pack.
What?
Her singing, her doing that.
The rap?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, I'm lumping all the music into one thing.
But I'm saying like that was so, which obviously it's really funny, but it's so beaten to your head from the fucking previews of the movie.
The soundtrack sold a lot because of that.
It's just like, Jesus Christ. I get it now. It's funny. It was really funny at the time.
It's good. It's good. It's good. But it was a great the music though in general though, front to back, all the needle drops, all the great 80s hits that you wanted to hear. Yeah. It puts you in that place. So I'm a fan of that. The next thing I have is another 12 pack is Chemistry. And between Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, I think it's obvious they have chemistry because they've done like how many movies now together? So,
a few, yeah,
like 3 or 4 now. Blended, it was great. This movie is great. 50 First Dates is great. I mean, they obviously know how to work together, and it comes through. So the chemistry, and not just with them, I think the rest of the cast was all melded together great.
I just want to say, anybody listening right now, please leave a comment as to why we should have a six pack be a fucking six pack. That's it.
Well, whatever.
You can talk about shit you like, but don't say it's a six pack. Like,
I like it so much.
Guess what?
I like it so much. I want to make sure it's
dumb
noted.
Some bitch.
Now I've got a couple. I got a generic.
All right.
Actually, I'm going to go with one more thing. It's not a six pack, but it's something that was a curiosity. In the end, they ended up having an outside wedding. So was the church kiss actually necessary? It was because before it was because they were in a church before God and all that shit is what she said.
Well, it was necessary because if you don't have a church, you can't have church tongue.
Yeah, you can't have church tongue. So what did they do when they were outside? I don't know. Squirrel tongue? Okay. Anthony loves a good squirrel tongue, don't you, buddy?
I love church tongue, squirrel tongue, anything you can get me. That's
all
it.
Right.
Anything I can get my tongue on, I'm down.
He tosses the salad, ladies. Anyway.
Yes!
I got a generic
cheese and everything.
Here's a generic for you guys.
All right.
And that is the treatment of George throughout this movie. Only one bright spot for him was when he was trying on, or she, I don't know what George goes by, trying on wedding dresses. But I will say this, how they treat George does match the tone of how he would have been treated in the 80s. But the point being is that it could have been a little more sensitive to trans people in this because it was pretty
Now,
bad.
George,
Every time George got up, like, ew. You know? It was awful. I even thought that then. That was kind of rude.
So, which Alexis Arquette,
Yes.
who is related to Hollywood royalty, right?
Yeah. But my point being is like I didn't like how they would always be every time George got up to sing. I just thought I think they overdid that.
I don't know. Well, I guess I don't think it's the same when you're just watching it though. You thought it was funny, right?
Back then I did not even then. I always thought that was kind of weird. Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was kind of rude.
The rendition of it, that's to me.
I thought even back then I thought they were laughing at him or getting angry because George did the Boy George song, and I thought it was being mad at somebody for being different than you. Even then when I watched it, I didn't like it.
I get that, and I knew that, but I laughed at it more because of the way he was singing.
I don't know. I thought he did a good job.
That's what I'm saying. Do you really want to hurt me? Like, I thought it was great.
Do you really want to make me cry?
And it was
Do you want to hurt
every single fucking time. That's the only song.
All right, man. That's this movie, man. That's this movie. That's my thoughts.
Pretty much this movie, yeah.
Let's go to memorabilia. You're first.
Billy Idol's fucking jacket.
Okay. So you and I have gone fairly similar directions here.
Anything worn by Billy Idol, I fucking want it, and I'm done. That's it.
And because I thought you might take mine, so I would like to have Billy Idol's guitar. You know, the one he plays, Billy Idol. I would love to have that. And if we couldn't have that one, I said Sandler's blue suit from the first wedding scene would be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
That would be fucking cool.
That would be.
But the Billy Idol guitar, and then you'd have the jacket. We'd have the set.
Anytime in any time, place, if you get a chance to get something owned by Billy Idol, you fucking take it.
Yeah, I would agree.
Here's the thing. People need to understand. Anybody listening right now, which if you are, thank you. If you are ever in your life in a place with famous people or in a place not with famous people, doesn't matter. Billy Idol walks into the room, you're done. That's where you're like, holy fucking shit. I don't care if Beyonce is sucking Jay-Z off right beside you. You are like, holy shit, that's Billy fucking Idol. That's the thing. That's the guy. Okay? You need to understand that.
Wow, tell us how you really feel, man.
Like, if any other fucking famous people walk in or walk by you or accidentally grab your balls, you're like, holy shit, Billy fucking Idol is right there. That's how it is. That's just fucking it, okay?
Oh, man. Okay.
Do you disagree? Like,
no, I agree. If Billy Idol walks in the room, it's hard not to notice.
How many people are, like, in your life, like, if you were sitting there with a bunch of celebrities or anything, or in a place, a party, after party of the Oscars or fucking what have you, all these famous people are there, how many people take your attention away from Billy Idol?
Not many. I'd say a Beatle. Paul or Ringo.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But how many in general? There's not that many. Billy Idol, you're like, holy fucking shit.
He's pretty cool. Okay, so are you going to rate this thing? Are you going to do this?
I already did. Are you?
Well, you're up first.
All right. I'm going to tell you right now. As far as Adam Sandler, I love Adam Sandler. I really do. He's great. Hilarious. He's, I think we both agree he had his arc. He did his thing. It's really good. The thing about this, and like this, I mentioned this earlier, like this was kind of his prime. When the funny thing is, you think about Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore,
Waterboy.
great, but the premise of them are so fucking stupid. They're really, really fucking stupid. Okay,
Yeah.
like, come on. The thing with the Wedding Singer is like, this is actually legit. Like, it's fucking hilarious. The premise of this, a wedding singer. First of all, that's right there. If I'm an executive in a studio, I'm like, oh, I'm done. Go ahead. Done. Go ahead. Do it. It's brilliant. The fucking idea behind this movie is fucking brilliant. It's simplistic, but it's fucking hilarious. I think this, to me, as much as I love Billy Madison and all the other movies that he's done when he was in his heyday, this to me is like, no, this kind of hits it right there. It's like you're at the peak of your popularity. You had a great fucking premise for a movie, and you had all these people in it, which is awesome. This one I'm giving it a 19, and I'm very happy with that.
Oh.
19.
No, 19.
No, 19.
Oh, I was thinking of that doon 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 that 80s. So, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I love this movie. I know that it gets a little saccharine sweet, like I said, it gets a little cutesy at the end, and its treatment of trans individual is pretty bad, but other than that, it hits in all the right ways for me. I get nostalgia times a billion because of all the needle drops, all the music that hits. It just hits right for me. I just love all that. They made it 80s and fun without ruining it with 80s. You know, like there's so many movies that try to hit 80s and ruin the movie by trying to do it. This one doesn't do that. There's so many that just don't hit it right, you know?
Yeah.
And the chemistry in this alone makes this movie score high for me. I also want to say, you said they had a good idea for a movie, and I think when you watch this, if you watch all the scenes where the wedding band is performing, every one of those are pretty much six packs or home runs. And I think it's because that was the crux of it. And then they said, how can we make it better? Let's take the chemistry of Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler and make a love story around it. And boom, that's it. And there's no lip syncing. There's no lip syncing, which I love that. You guys don't understand. Yes. You do not understand that this score is high just because of that. And because of that, I'm giving it 19 and a half cans.
Oh, wow.
Slightly better than my compadre.
Wow. You know what's... Oh, shit. It's funny. We were really close on that, though.
We are aligned, my friend.
We really were, because you want to know something?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I actually...
Was it 19 and a half before?
No, I gave this... So here's the thing. No, it wasn't. I gave this my review. And I was like, all right. For me, it was almost like immediately 19.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. It was like everything I just said about how this is kind of like the apex of Adam Sandler at this point to me. Like,
I don't know that he's ever done a 20 movie. That's the thing.
Right. But is just as far as in general, like the movie you have and what you did with it. So that was brilliant. The whole idea of the story and everything. I was like, maybe I should give this a 20 because here I'm thinking like,
that's hard.
But I don't want to do that. So then I was almost like, should I just go halfway and give it a 19 and a half? And I was like,
do what I did?
No. But then I was like, no, I'm sticking with what I gave it, 19. But I damn near almost went the same score.
Wow, we're calibrated.
We're 19.25, so I think that's good.
Is there anything else that would be of note that we could say?
Any other Adam Sandler movies or what?
And no, anything else of note like around that score?
You know what sucks?
You?
Well, yeah, you. Me. Both of us, actually.
I know. I just said you, not me.
You
But
asked
go
me to
ahead.
do this, and it's like we just gave our fucking reviews. I didn't have time to compare and do the goddamn spreadsheets and the fucking flow charts, asshole.
You're a piece of shit. So you can't even pull up like 19.25?
I could if we had one. We have ET at 19.5.
E.T. is a slightly better movie than this.
Well, it is slightly better. It's 0.25 better.
What did I give it, E.T.?
19.
Wow, I gave it less. I must not have enjoyed it as much. Go ahead. Oh, it is a little slow. That's the problem with E.T. There are some slow parts to E.T.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Billy Madison, 14. Sounds about right.
Well, and I gave it a much lower score than you.
You gave it a 12.5. I gave it 15.5.
Yeah. But that's where it should be because it's very juvenile comparatively. It's not as good work.
I agree.
It's where it should be.
This had a much better idea because I gotta go to school for a couple weeks to take over my dad's company. Fuck that. That's stupid.
This is more than just an SNL skit that got elongated into a 2-hour movie to me. I think Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, The Waterboy are SNL skits to me.
Yeah.
I think Robbie Hart has a little more dimension to him than those characters, and that's why it's a little bit better. And I think you could say that with Big Daddy and some of his later movies where he actually had better characters.
Different one.
Not necessarily better movies, but better characters.
The Proposal.
What do we have on that?
19.5.
I like that movie a lot, as much.
You did.
I mean, that's a good movie.
You gave it a 20.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's a good movie, man. Good movie. I'm surprised you didn't give it a 20 just for Ryan Reynolds' abs.
19. I thought you gave it a 20 because of Ryan Reynolds' abs. So, whatever.
For clumsy naked falling scenes is why it gets a 20.
Oh, yeah. Why are you wet? Oh. Why are you wearing a Wrexham jersey?
Hey, are we good here? Are we done?
I think we're good. We appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening. Leave us some fucking reviews and comments and let us know what the hell you want us to do so we can do something other than what we just did because we want to do something different. That's all.
We liked it.
We did, but I want to do something different. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Bye.